Series 2 of Rimworld, here we go. So what is this series about? We're going to be looking at all the genetic manipulation mods, the genetic Rim mod in particular, the animal crossbreeding program, that type of thing. We've got some mechanoids mods, we've got some animals-based mods to add like the megafauna, and I've also added all the patches to make them work with genetic Rim. We're going to breed some horrible, horrible monsters, led by Donitz. As you might remember last series, we ended with kind of a bang, or more of an infestation really, when the entire base was overtaken by about 60 different hives and everybody died. But Donitz, in the last part of the colony, turned up and managed to salvage the Igor Throog genome sequence template. There it is. It's with us in our new colony, and this is where we're going to build up. We're in quite a nice place. He escaped to the other side of the planet, the bit that we didn't get to see. Very small continent here. We're right by the Orla Sea, the legendary Orla Sea. I'm sure you all know it well. We're on a nice main road as well, so it means if you want to travel anywhere, we've pretty much got lots of places to go and visit. In fact, it goes all the way from there down to the West Dabham Sea, and there's obviously many roads coming off of that as well. We're right on a river, and we're in a boreal forest. 20 out of 60 days growing time, which I didn't really take into account. Probably should have read that in hindsight, but it's fine. It's a really nice looking map. We've obviously got the coast to our south there, so I'm going to be building up near the sea just for defensive reasons. We've also got a lot of marshland and a lot of bodies of water here, so we can definitely get a lot of fishing done, that type of thing in the early game. Can Donitz survive by himself? What does he have? He has his classic, the ever-protecting synthread. Oh, interesting. So I've got a lot of different mods for this playthrough compared to the last one. We're doing a lot more of the sciencey, genetic manipulation stuff, rather than the Cthulhu cult-based stuff. So if you're interested in the changes, the full mod list is in the description in a Steam collection as well. So if you want to just subscribe to it and go, then you definitely can. Pick and choose some here and there, though. They're not guaranteed compatibility. I might find some issues as we play more, but for me, it at least loads in, and that's something. One of the mods that we've got is a kind of cool RPG-style system mod. I believe it's called Infuse, which basically gives armor random stats. And we got very, very lucky here. We got, on the Duster, man, the ever-protecting Synthread Duster. It's a legendary enchantment here. Gives 50 maximum hit points to the, is it to the character? Or is it to the actual thing itself? Because obviously Gear has hit points. You know what? It's actually to the character itself then, isn't it? Because 130 times 200 would be, no, it is to the gear. Alright, we're fine. So plus 50 max hit points, plus 133 or 133% armor value there, and a slight extra bit of armor defense against blunt and sharp objects. That's kind of cool. Then we've also got the Breezing Synthread Pants of Haste. Breezy Pants, huh? Alright, that gives him, from Breezing, oh, so these are two different enchantments, two uncommon enchantments on this one. 105% market value, and a plus 3% to comfortable temperature there. And then he also gets 110% move speed from this one, so this one is actually very good. We've obviously got the Igor Throog genome sequence in our inventory. It says there is Igor Throog, human, female, transhumanist, beautiful, and too smart, which I feel like sums her up given last series when she learned everything. And of course, when we clone her, she'll come out with all of the stats that we had at the end of last series as well. So she'll be that powerhouse of a character. Obviously, she won't have her implants, her really overpowered gear or anything like that. It's just going to be base Igor Throog in pure human form. And obviously we'll get a load of implants ready to obviously build her into the perfect person. Right, I'm thinking we go down to this coast and sort of build around this rock area, obviously on the river itself. We could also try and grab this little vent here as well. What is that? What is that there? Oh, that's another mod that I've got. I've got bees. Bees are kind of cool. I like the idea of basically the very early genetics mod, right? This is going to represent for us. We can breed different types of bees, which can create different types of wax and honeycomb, which have different applications, right? So some might be fuel, some might be very, very durable, that type of thing. We've also got red beeswax wool, huh? So to start off with them, let's take a look around, see what we've got on the map. We've got some caribou there, mega sloth. What are those things? Nightling, wild predators. So that'll be part of some of the mods we've got going on. I hope we can crossbreed those. Those sound awesome. We've got another beehive. It looks fairly standard to me right now. We've got a little raccoon there. Oh, we are in a boreal forest, I think. Did I say boreal forest earlier? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and move into this building over here temporarily until we build something. Like I said, this seems like the most defensible location to me. It's got this big cut-off area here. What are those? Mechanoid parts just randomly lying around. I feel like that's where the map spawned a little bit strangely there. It's not a big deal. I don't think they're worth anything particularly either. If it was like, you know, titanium or something, that might be a bit different. Yeah, they're worth 10 gold each. Not a big deal. Alright then. Let's move into this abandoned building. Donitz has decided, after traveling the world and taking a drop pod to the other side of the planet to escape from the threats that the old colony had, he's decided to settle down here, you know, in this kind of nice area. Oh, what's that? Oh, 7 silver. Thought it would be kind of more impressive than that. You know what? We've got high-grade steel. Oh, is this all high-grade steel? Holy shit, that's what you build nuclear power plants out of, so this is kind of convenient. Alright then, we'll actually move in here and turn this into our base temporarily. So let's go ahead and build some roof areas over this. Kind of like this area, it's kind of nice. We can turn this a little bit down here into a prison. You know, we've got some fishing spots there. In fact, we could turn this into a freezer and actually have fishing spots inside the freezer for that infinite food. Obviously, as we found out, it's very, very slow. You know what? Living by the coast will make more sense eventually because we can also fill it full of shellfish traps, that type of thing, and get a load of food very, very easily. Right, go for it then, Donitz. Absolutely go mad. We've also got as one of another major mod that we've got for this playthrough is the manager mod, which allows you to sort of automate more important tasks of the colony. So imagine, you know, with workbenches, you can set a particular amount. The manager mod, now I don't have a huge amount of experience with this, but basically lets you do that, but for every job. So for example, you can set a specific amount of wood to always be gathered in the base. And if you don't have that, they'll automatically go and gather it. If not, they won't bother cutting plants, right? You don't have to automatically designate it. It's very, very cool in that regard, but that's something for the later game where we've actually got other colonists. Right, we've got ourselves a nice little setup here. What I'll do then, this could be our stockpile zone for now, seeing as, you know, there's already some crap in there. Right, let's designate that stockpile zone. We don't need a big stockpile zone just to start off with. And also get his work set up here as well. So let's go firefight, patient, doctor, surgeon. I'm so glad he's a doctor. I didn't even pay attention to that. What's he good at? Let's take a look. Donitz is very good at medicine and intellectual. What's his backstory? Bio. He's a renowned professor and an academy student, so it makes sense that he's got very high medical and intellectual there, very good at shooting. He's just a very good character all around. A crap at plants, crap at animals, which means the farm might suffer early on. Transhumanist, iron-willed optimist, jogger. He's a very, very good character. Probably pretty good considering, you know, he's the only guy we've got right now and we don't want to die instantly. It's a nice map as well. I kind of like the map that we spawned on, so we got quite lucky in that regard too. Alright, it's going to haul some stuff over. We've got some wood to start off with there, so I'm going to start building a very, very basic bedroom to start off with. And we do have the old style furniture mod, one of my favourites there. It's just nicer looking furniture, basically. Oh man, bees get a... Oh, look at this. Beekeeping workbench, honey centrifuge, wooden bee house. This is cool. I need to look into doing this, because this is kind of a cool start. We've also got the climate mod, which is... essentially allows you to set up more advanced climate control rather than just having coolers and vents. It allows you to basically pipe heat through, you know, like what we do in real life with heaters. So that does make sense to me. Alright, let's get this bedroom set up. Let's go for a very basic sort of double bed. Oh, man. Let's get all this shit dismantled. I don't think we're going to need all this. Is any of it decent quality? It's all normal quality. Alright, let's dismantle the stools for now then, because those are probably more valuable to us as just high-grade steel, to be honest with you. Alright, we'll actually claim this as our home area as well, very briefly. Boom. Alright, and let's get this bedroom set up, Donitz. I should probably set up the rest of his jobs before we do anything else. So butchering, cooking, need to be priority 1. Obviously feeding himself is massively important. I'll turn these off until we actually have things that are relevant. Finishing off, animals can be high, basic, hauling, and bed rest, and hacking as well. The ability to hack mechanoids can come in very handy when we get the genetic stuff set up, because we can build like these kind of creepy mechanoid monstrosities, like these big horrible creatures. So those would be kind of cool, like the crossbreeds. Constructing and deconstructing can be kind of high, and then we'll have harvest at priority 2 as well, same with mining and quarrying, and then everything else is kind of irrelevant at this stage of the game, and I'll sort this out as we go and as we unlock new things. So let's go ahead and turn all these off. Hauling, yeah, that's fine. Researching can be quite high. If we've got research to do, I would like him to do it. He'll do it after he's butchered and cooked, so there should always be food. We could always set growing to priority 1 as well, because food is obviously beyond everything else right now. And for today, Donitz, I'm going to say you need to stay up and work just constantly, basically until we've got ourselves up on our feet. Sorry about this. You might not enjoy it too much, but honestly, it's for the good of the colony. Right, let's go for the old-style furniture mod, because it looks so much nicer. And we'll try and put this... Oh, man, I was going to say centralized, so we've got the most room. So we're going to have to get rid of these chairs as well. Just get rid of them. We've got another chair in there that we can always use as our dining room table for now. Now, do we have any other good raw resource around? Granite walls, we've got aluminium walls, that's pretty good. Is this steel? High-grade steel walls, that's excellent. We've got some more beeswax, I think that is. Yeah, very weird. Beeswax, more high-grade steel. Oh my god, is this all high-grade steel? Jesus, we've got some concrete, we've got some high-grade steel. I would like regular steel, if you don't mind, game. Nothing. Now, what I can also see from a brief glance here is we haven't got any ancient dangers, unless this is one, but that looks way too small, in my opinion, to be an ancient danger, so we won't worry about that one either. If we need to, we can dismantle that, say if beeswax have some sort of application beyond just being a nice-looking wall. Might be able to do that. We've got the river as well, so in terms of power, that's definitely going to have us nicely set up there. We need to prioritize hauling this medicine and this gold. Got some silver and some steel. We got 2 lots of steel. We get this wood holder as well. Right. And while he's doing that, I can plan out the bedroom. Oh, come on, Donitz. I wanted you to deconstruct the other one first as well. Let's get rid of that. All right. And then, do we have any meals? Yeah, we do. We've got 38 meals. So we don't have to worry about getting the farm set up or anything like that for a couple of days yet. Right. So wooden double bed. Let's get that down. We'll also get any of the comfort buffing furniture as well. So we'll get a dresser. Oh my lord, unbelievable. We get a dresser next to it. Put an end table on one side. Then if we go to the furniture plus mod, get another end table there. And we get the furniture plus dressers as well, because I believe that adds additional comfort. Then we can also go for royal end table is kind of a bit more late game, I think. For a lamp, I believe that also adds comfort. So we're going to get the most comfortable bedroom you've ever seen in your life. Right, and then that's basically it for the bedroom, right? That's kind of all we need. Put like in a wardrobe, which I think also adds to comfort. I'm not entirely certain with that one. We'll just build a couple just in case. Right, that's going to use up all of our wood. Then what we'll also do is add a small table. I mean, why not? We could just reinstall this chair, save having to waste resources on yet another one. Right, I'm not being very resource conservative here, so I'm going to actually block these off until the bed and things are done first, because those are obviously far more higher priority. There we go. 8 with a table. We haven't got that -3 debuff. Immediately start off with that, so that's looking pretty good. Man, I love this furniture mod so much. It makes it look so much nicer than the base game stuff. Alright, where are you going now? Gathering mechanoid parts. Yeah, I don't want you really doing that. I'm going to be honest. Right, let's have them build the rest. We should have more than enough wood left. Yeah, we got 25. Right, so what I'm going to say now, then, let's get some recreation set up. So let's go Joy. Am I going crazy here? Misc. Floors. Furniture. Where is... Oh, recreation. There we are. Right. Horseshoes. Just a very sort of basic, generic one there. Dartboard, we need cloth. So we actually do need some cloth immediately. So I might go ahead and place that before anything else. Could always hunt, you know, Megasloth or something, but this is fine as well. There we go. All right. Perfect. And I'll get you to chop down some trees just so we can finish off the bedroom there. Make sure we've got that maximum comfort, because that's just very easy mood that we'll be missing out on otherwise. Hey, Donitz, get to work. Oh, shit. Did I not set plant cutting? Whoops. My mistake. There we go. That should always be priority 1, because I'm going to manually designate. You know, I'm not going to just have a massive forest designated. We'll do that bit by bit. All right. And then what I think I'll do is actually reinstall the statues into the bedroom as well, just to give that slight bit of bonus. Sad wonder. And that's partially down to the fact Igor Throog died. Witnessed ally's death. My friend Igor died. My lover Igor died, obviously, when he visited our last colony there. Very, very sad times, but, you know, that's something I've also got to get under control very early on. We need to keep his mood up as high as possible, so I'll be trying to get those fine meals if we can do it. Different meal sources, that type of thing. Transhuman is frustrated. Is that because he doesn't have... Yeah. Doesn't have any artificial limbs yet. A little bit disappointing there. Alright, but obviously in the endgame that will play off massively. Donitz, are you just going to wander around forever? Am I going to have to cut all this out? I think I probably am, aren't I? So, I do have the speed 4 mod, but I will disable that when we're past the initial starting stage of the colony here, just because I don't think you guys want to watch me set up yet another colony. We want to get to the sort of flashier parts of the meatier parts of the Let's Play, rather than flashier parts. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. You got the nicest bedroom you could ever need, though. Somewhat impressive dining room. I mean, I would be kind of happy with this. Look at it. It's great. Alright, let's actually get a couple more trees. I thought it'd be enough, but I was definitely wrong. Shit. How much furniture, how much wood does this take? 120? Jesus, what a mistake. And that is providing a bonus, isn't it? I suppose we'll find out when it's built. I don't know if it is providing comfort or not, but it is. It normally says in here, right, if it provides comfort, but it is also linked up to this bed. So I don't quite understand what that's supposed to signify if it's not comfort. Anyway, we need a couple more trees chopped down. God damn it. Donitz, just deforest. Just get rid of everything, honestly. How much more do we need? Let's try and work this out. So we need about 60... We need about 110 more wood, so when he's got 110, I will stop the trees being cut down. That should be more than enough from that. Visitors arrived at your colony. I'm going to refuse visitors until we've got guest beds, otherwise it would just sour relations with other nearby tribes and settlements. We should probably also check what nearby settlements we have. Let's go to the world tab here. So our closest neighbours are the Lovecliff. Oh, and Pumpville. Really? Lovecliff and Pumpville. I don't know what I expected, but they're the same faction, so we do need to keep that whole faction kind of happy if we can, especially as they completely surround us here. Those things seem pretty lethal, eh? They look, obviously, quite dangerous. They're a nocturnal animal. I've never seen that before. This is definitely added by a mod. I mean, I know I haven't played much of Rimworld 1.0 vanilla, but I'm almost certain that those things are a mod creature. I'm going to actually turn the game up because I sorted out my microphone settings as well the other day, so it sounds a little bit better. Or at least I hope you guys can tell that it sounds a little bit better. So we'll turn Rimworld up as well there, just so you guys get some of the fancy Rimworld music. Right, there we go. I think that sounds a little bit nicer. Alright. Not there's any music playing right now. So we should have more than enough wood at this point. So that's 91, that'll give us... There we go. Alright, perfect. We've got enough there. 25 plus 21. Oh, seriously, we need to chop down one more tree. 47 out of... Game. I think you're going to have to curse me right now. Then when we're done this, we'll get the farm set up. We'll get some fishing spots set up. And I might just have him fish all day long, to be honest with you. We've got lots of high-grade steel. I don't really want to build walls out there. That's quite a precious resource, weirdly enough. There is a lot of it kicking around, though, eh? Might just have him chop down a load of wood, and we'll just build wood walls, basically, down to the sort of storage area here. Turn this into a proper dining room. And then we've also got fishing spots, so if we build the freezer next door to it as well, in this area, rather than planning, I'm just going to demonstrate with my mouse, because I figured that's way more illustrative of what I want to do. Right, let's get all this shit chopped down. Go, Donitz. Back to chopping. Everyone's favourite, chopping. Now this, apparently, is going to be the world's greatest bedroom, because look at how much furniture that we've got buffing him up right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7. I'm not entirely sure, depending on whether those actually give bonuses. Jesus, I thought it was some... horrifying insect now. I thought these were its mandibles, but no, it's actually just a deer. Don't worry about it, it's a caribou. You can open help for blah 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 blah. Thank you, I've played Rimworld before. Alright, what do you think of your bedroom then? Very impressive bedroom, that's good. This is exactly what I was hoping for with this. Wait, very impressive rec room. This counts as a rec room? No, surely this is all going to be one big room, right? I have no idea what it's talking about otherwise. Okay, so let's go structure. Let's turn this into a proper dining room slash kitchen, I suppose. We want to conserve wood as much as possible, so I'm going to do that. Does that count as being sealed in if those don't connect up? Just in case, I'm going to connect it up as well. Right, there we go. Whenever you're ready, Donitz. Okay, you know what? No, that's fine. We've got more than enough wood now, pal. You know what? Don't kill the environment. Remember, it's all about the palm oil and the orangutans these days. Alright, we're fine. I have set him a couple of hours of sleep as well, because I did notice he was getting slightly unhappy. You know, probably about being forced to work 24 hours a day. But look at how happy he is now. A lot of it comes from catharsis, but also, you know, we have more than cancelled out the whole Igor Throog related issues there. Poor Igor. Igor Throog, dead. Crashed together, then they went their separate ways. And that's definitely not how I was able to set up this scenario, so please don't read too much into that. Excuse me? Recreation? Did I give him recreation? That seems awfully generous at this point. I did. Wow. It's unlike me. Alright, we'll also let him self-tend as well, because that seems like a recipe for disaster otherwise. Right, okay, and let's get, oh, wow. Hang on, gate, 1 by 2? That sounds incredible. Not enough on map. Wait, it's going by the wood on the map. Oh, right, yeah, that's another submod. So, if you've got enough wood kicking around, rather than just, say, in your stockpile area, they're still able to build things, because they'll just go and haul it from that. So, if you haven't a chance to haul it all back, or I should say, you don't need to haul it all back before you have to build things, right? Because that can be really frustrating. It's like, okay, I need to get this all to my area before I, you know, blah, blah, blah. Right, double door, although it would kind of look cool, doesn't really fit the aesthetic, eh? Yeah, no, I'm going to go with that single door, otherwise it's going to look like shit, so we'll put that there. That can be to the freezer as well, and we'll reinstall that inside here instead, and we'll roof over this whole area as well, which I think he's doing automatically, because he's such a great guy. Colossal Aerofleet. I don't even want to know what this is. Good lord, he's so large. Actually, he's really not that large. Hello, friend. What are you from? A huge floating gelatinous creature propelled by the hydrogen it collects from water and various plant matter. Could we... Sorry, what did that say? Isn't it strangely out for human blood? Ah. What if we tame them? Oh, you can't tame them. I was going to say... Oh, wait, you can tame the little ones, but not the major one. I was going to say if we tame them, maybe they can... Maybe they're a source of fuel. Obviously, you know, hydrogen being a fuel. So, that's something I should test out. Maybe they just generate chem fuel or something like that for gameplay purposes. Right, okay, let's go ahead and build the freezer then. So, what we want to do... We don't want too much of a large freezer. But we do want it to be fairly sizable, so I'm actually going to do this bit as a kitchen, and then, why not, we'll do that as a freezer, just so it's more or less cohesive there, so the base looks fairly alright. Hey, get to work? Nope. Oh, God. A nightling's hunting Donitz for food. I said don't trust these goddamn things. Why are they hunting Donitz? It's just because he was the closest thing when they were hungry. Oh, Christ. There are quite a few of them. Run, Donitz. Run and gun, pal. Oh, no. This is... Oh, we killed one. Okay, we're fine. Oh my god, he's been chased through the forest by goddamn evil creatures. What a great start. Oh, speed 4. Okay, careful. Oh, he's been attacked. I think that one glanced off him, though. I don't think it hit him. He's good. It's down. Alright, take it out. Put it down. Put out of his misery, Donitz. We could finish it off, but where's the sport in that? Okay, yeah, no, that's a fair point. I don't want to waste hours trying to finish off a creature that's not really affecting us that much anymore. There we go. Whew. What a good first day there for Donitz. Right, you can ignore that now, and off you go back to base for a nice night's sleep. I thought there was another one after him. We should probably always have an order to hunt these things down, because they seem a little bit... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Seems like they're all concentrated over near us, though, which is obviously great news. Is that steel? No, it's still high-grade steel. God damn, we've got so much of that stuff. Right, work begins. Let's get this freezer set up as soon as possible. Then a decent power supply probably wouldn't also go and miss either, I guess. Should probably try and research batteries as soon as possible. That was my biggest downfall in modern Rimworld, because you always used to start with batteries, right? And it's still not quite internalized that you actually need to research that in advance now. Alright, there we go. Let's go... should we get these blocks hauled out of the way? We don't want to move them too far. I can't be bothered to actually drag them too far away then. So let's go dumping stockpile zone, and we'll just mark this area outside the house. Right, we go storage, clear all, critical, allow no fresh things, because otherwise animals will be hauled over there. We go rotten corpses and rotten chunks, or just chunks in general. No fresh, that way we're not going to have, you know, a huge amount of animal corpses being hauled there rather than anywhere else. Right, let's get these out of the base as well. And then, I think it's time to do some research. So, you know what wouldn't hurt? Getting the farm set up before we do absolutely anything else. Right, so let's go tilled soil. Let's get a little bit, not too much of a major farm. I don't want it massive. 6x6 and 6x6 right by the front door, though. Fine, we'll do 5x5. Change my mind, Donitz. We're changing tact here. Right, and then I normally only do it like this so that it's easier to keep up with what different crops we have. Because if you've got one continuous farming area, it makes it very difficult to separate crops. You find that growing zones generally replace, you know, different types of crops over one another if you've got them next to each other. So I'm being somewhat more careful with this. For this one, we will grow rice. And then we want to go for the more long-term solution. So with this one, we'll grow corn. Hopefully that'll grow. How long have we got? Permanent winter. Oh, a little bit annoying. Temperature now is 27 degrees, though, so we should be okay. And then with this one, we'll grow heel root. Oh, shit. It's been clicking on the wrong one there. Alright. Well, this one will grow heel root, and then with the last one, we'll grow some cotton as well. Oh, right. You can't grow heel root. Oh, God. That's a bit of a problem. I suppose you could just get his skill up planting these, and hopefully over time, eventually we'll get to that level where... Or we can recruit someone who's obviously a much better grower. Alright, we'll get some potatoes as well, then, just to keep his diet nice and varied. Potates. Boil and mash them, sticking them in stew. I could make them slightly larger, couldn't I? Now that we've actually got them placed down, I don't mind expanding them out so much because it doesn't generally conflict with one another now. Go 6x6. Then with you, 6x6. And this one as well. Right, so the farms are all set up. I'll get the rest of the soils tilled. And floors aren't a big deal right now as much as I'd like to get them done. I'd rather actually get, you know, the whole research side of things done first. And our first raid. Excellent. Tribespeople, or is it just one man with a club? It's Bringer Panther Kodu. Is he any good? Do we want to try and recruit him here? He's got plant skill of 1, medical of 5, melee of 10. Melee is his best stat. You know, I'm not really too bothered about that, so I won't worry about it too much. Hey, the aero fleets have come over to our base. That's kind of nice of them. Right, we'll just hold these open while we're just hauling, I guess. There we go. Speed ourselves up a little bit. Alright, and then tomorrow the research begins. And then get that last one done as well. There we go. Alright. Are they attacking yet? Music's playing. Right, there we go. They're beginning their assault. You just want to hide behind this wall, I suppose, and shoot them dead. Well, that was difficult. Spectago Tea, Psychite Tea, and Limestone Club. Alright. Finish him off. Get rid of him. Nice. And now what I'm going to do is also dig a mass grave while I'm remembering it, because these things are a pain in the ass to... Or they save a lot of pain in the ass when it comes to corpse management, in terms of crematoriums and that type of thing. Right, let's get that dug and immediately bury him. Prioritize hauling. Panther Warrior, which I think is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Alright, time for bed. Alright, so to try and conserve time so that we can get the foodstuffs up and running better, I've actually forbidden sowing the cotton plant until he's finished with everything else first, until he's tilled the soil and everything. Just because that's much more of a higher priority right now than obviously getting cotton root planted first. Now, I've also got another mod that is Harvest, which you can, or the Harvest Sync mod, I think it's called, which allows you to harvest them when all the plants are grown. So everything on this plot is at 100%, then they'll be harvested. Generally means that you don't have a lot of staggered harvest coming in, so that if you've got a crop that you want to prioritize more than another one, you can have it, you know, all harvested at the same time, which is a lot more convenient, I'd say. Right, good day. Tomorrow, hopefully we can finish these farms, then I need to get this research bench set up as well, because I keep forgetting it. Simple research bench, we don't need anything extravagant. Put that one there for now. Let's get him also a little chair, and then we are good to go. Oh man, the research tree is not looking good. So I've actually changed the research tree mod I was using. Instead, we're using the, there's one called Research Tree, which is by Fluffy. There's one called Research Pal, which looks very similar. But this one sort of improves a lot of things, such as it uses up the space a lot better, it condenses research down a lot, and it generally presents it in a much nicer way. So obviously we can more easily tell we're after here. Oh my god, this is kind of overwhelming to some extent. What is that? The Devastator mortar is... Man, that requires more research than everything else we got. That's insane. What is this? Vanometric power mod. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this mod is from. Mechanoid workshop. Mechanoid hacking. Oh my god, there's so much to see. Jesus, I feel like we're going to make this campaign for years. Now we want a stove somewhere in the kitchen. I'm going to keep it away from the butcher table. I've learned that lesson the hard way, so we'll try and put them sort of on the opposite sides of the room there. We also want to build some more chairs for him to sit in, and then this is going to be our main freezer area. So we've got storage. It's clear all, make it critical. Don't allow rotten. We'll go foods, and then we'll go animal corpses. But I feel like some of these we don't want. We don't want insect corpses. I have a feeling a lot of these... Oh my god, we're not going to want, right? Carothosaurus. I don't think we want one of those. I don't think we want beetle corpses. Formless boomalope. I don't know what... The formless boomalope of Tsuthoggua. I don't even want that one either. I have no idea how to even pronounce that, let alone eat it. But I'll go through this list in between episodes and sort of make it a little more for edible animals rather than any old shit. Farm's done. Right, let's allow something on this one as well then, just so he goes and finishes that off. We are going to need some more wood once again. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and just mark a few more trees. Whatever's closest, basically, at this stage. There we go, those will do. After that, I'm going to set the windmill up on the road, mainly because the road is already pre-paved somewhat. So, obviously, obviously, there's going to be less chance of trees growing in there, and I will pave over the rest of it with whatever the hell we've got, which doesn't even look like much right now. We've got lots of steel. Right, let's take a look. Right, we've got floors. Concrete requires concrete, unsurprisingly. We could pave tile it, but that seems kind of a waste. I'd rather do it with wood, I suppose. Right, click that, go to floors. Sort of work out the area we need to pave over. So we need that bit. I feel like that little bit there. I'm right in thinking of it. Oh man, maybe that isn't paved. Maybe that is just... Like, all these areas I don't think are actually paved over, are they? I think they're actually just parts of the road that don't quite connect up. So do it like that. There we go. That should be okay, and that'll just make the windmill, you know, obviously nice and efficient always. Do we need anything else for it? Can we build it now? We can. Right, get to work on that then, because the sooner we can get power, the better. Obviously, being in darkness for all this time is going to be affecting his mood, and that's something I need to kind of manage a little bit better here. Right, let's get the power conduit also run into the base. So it's going to allow us to build freezers, that type of thing, so we can actually start doing hunting and some fishing to get some food in. Man, I feel like I set up this base a lot quicker than I set up the last one. Right, let's get this one routed round there. But now I'm just going to do that. I feel like that covers most of the base in terms of power. I don't think I need to mess around much beyond that anyway. Alright, power's done. Base is set up. We've just got to smooth off the area in front of the windmill there, and then we'll be as good as gold. Let's go ahead and put in front of the workbenches, obviously, some lights there, so the base isn't in complete darkness. Let's put one there on the entrance as well, and maybe the other side of the bedroom there, just so he feels a little bit better when he's leaving his life. Alright, that's looking good. What do we need to do? I like that I'm prioritizing the windmill area rather than the actual inside of the base. You know what, in hindsight, that's a bad move. Right, let's get these trees chopped down. And then... Man, what else do we need to do at this stage? We've got food being grown. It's actually all ready to grow. Why is he not harvesting that? Hey, fucker. Go and harvest that when you're done. Rice is already ready. That seems like that grew incredibly fast, but I don't know whether that's just me. Why is that light not on either? I thought that connected up to power. Maybe I was wrong. Alright, yeah, no, that's way too far away, genius. We'll do that for now. I don't want to waste too many of our resources. I'm trying to conserve them to some extent. Then we'll get all of the floors set up. So we go wood floors and just wood over the entire base, I suppose. Right, there we go. And then we'll also do this room here. Do we need to do the freezer? I don't think it affects the... I don't think the food lying on a dirt floor affects food poisoning chance or anything, even though it probably should. Then after that, after he's done with that, we'll go battery, which is... Where is that exactly? Point me to it. Oh my god, it's going to be hell to find anything here. I don't know why I'm shouting that. Hang on. Battery. There we go. There we are. I got it. Right. Perfect. And that will be the start of the base. Where's Throog? Where's Throog? Where the fuck is Throog? Oh, thank god. Okay, put her down. Don't take her out into the field with you. She's so precious, you fool. What are you thinking? She could have got damaged while you were farming. Unbelievable. Oh, seems we have a visitor. Must be Jehovah's Witnesses. Hello? No, it's just a mad cougar. Excuse me. Can you... Oh, god. Donitz, take this carefully, my friend. Serpentine. Thank God. I did put that on speed one. I don't know if you guys saw me click that then, but it clearly ignored me, right? You might as well finish that off, Brandon. Drag it to the freezer. That's going to be your meal tonight. Right, let's get that hauled urgently as well, Donitz. He's too busy doing his research. It's kind of difficult to click on absolutely anything right now because of the whole floor scenario. Alright, there we go. We probably also want to shut the door to the freezer. So let's untick hold open. Let's also go to temperature and build an overwall cooler. I don't think we need two. I think small enough where we can probably get away with one. In fact, seeing as it's going to be cold, indoors 4 degrees, we just pump the heat straight into the actual base. Nice, okay. There we go, that should take no time at all. And another raid. Group of tribespeople from the Red Stalk. So, I didn't talk about the difficulty as well. I am playing on Storyteller Settings. We're playing on Cassandra Medium right now. As we get better, I might do the whole re-rolling thing from last series, where we randomly pick a storyteller at the start of each episode, or every couple of episodes. I may also just increase the difficulty manually over time, depending on how easy the gameplay is, right? So, why did you not shut the door? What? Why did that not close? Hang on. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at this raid then. One dude. It's Eagle. Alright, time to die, Eagle. Sorry. Take him out from across the river. Nice. Good fight. You might as well leave him there. The grizzly bears will have him now. Problem solved. Thank you for watching the start of the adventures of Donitz, the crazy scientist, and the remains of Igor Throog there, the genetic sequencing. Hope you like this idea for a playthrough. Hope the whole creepy, ethically questionable lab system where we just churn out a whole bunch, like a clone army of freaky mechanoid thrombo crossbreeds, whatever we end up doing. Hope that's fun. Let me know what you think. And I'll give a big shout out to my insane top tier level patrons: Big Dick Timmy, Sean Thornton, Zachary Harris, Harik, Lucas Holting, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Jackson Whitman, Escape, Croesus, James Ogilvy, Paul, Conspired Scene, Necrophilim, Michael Mullen, Heydog, Orcswolf, Josh Lindean Tesla, Logan Thorne, Average Gamer 419, and I'm the Lizard King, without which this series would not exist, so thank you all very much for your support. And a big shout out to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Facundo Vasquez, Felix Deal, Quet Latchley, Brennan Wintoniak, Polemaster, Everqueen as Waifu, Quasar Fox, Chris, Joseph Beer, Sir Thor the Swede, Nick, Sadini, Acero, Jack Allen, Euphrates, Jordan Campbell, Joran De Vries, Dunk Hunting 217, Nathan Flores, and many, many others over at Patreon as well. Thank you all for helping out. This should be good. I'm interested in this one.